Oh. Don't quit your day job.
Why? Fine, go ahead, mock me. I am still recovering from last night, though. You were a wild woman.
Oh, thanks. Well, I have my moments.
Yeah? Well, I mean, I don't understand why you're shoving opera down my throat all the time when it's clear you were born to rock. You were hot, Miss Scorpio.
I'll tell you what's hot. That look that you get when I surprise you. And then what comes after, of course.
Can we do it again?
You mean go to a concert?
That too.
Enough already. Your public displays of sexual antics are completely inappropriate. I am reporting you both to Dr. Ford, and this time you both will be suspended.
Michael, you have got to hurry up. That bus is going to be here any minute.
Can't Milo take me?
No, you're not getting a private driver to camp. You're going to take the bus like the rest of the kids.
I want to spend another day on the lake with Uncle Jerry.
Okay, that was a one-time thing. We are not going to be spending a lot of time with Uncle Jerry, okay?
Hello. Am I too late for breakfast? It's good.
I can't believe we already have an offer for asking price. Do they know it's a teardown?
Oh, Douglas, this is fabulous. Get a 15-day escrow. No, the sooner the better. And there is no need to meet the buyers.
There's no need, because I'm here.
Hi, thanks for coming.
I didn't like the way you sounded on the phone, that's why I
Listen,
came.
I need your advice.
Legally speaking, that is.
Ask.
Okay, Jason wasn't supposed to leave city limits while he was out on bail, so they took him over to Pentonville, and he's not allowed any visitors, and I was wondering if there's any way at all you can get me in there to see him, because there are a lot of things that we need to settle.
You gonna tell me what's wrong?
Well, I just got the opportunity of a lifetime, which of course I have to turn down.
Why?
Because I'm Tracy Quartermain's son.
No. I must have left 4 messages for you last night. I thought we were going to finalize the arrangements.
Georgie, can you tell him?
Listen, I highly doubt that Ned's gonna be surprised that you're mad at your mother.
Forget about our mother. I'm going to L.A., and I want Dylan to go with me.
Ned is producing the score for the new Mueller film.
Dylan, he's your favorite. That's fantastic.
Mueller needs an assistant on set. I mean, he's got like 5 already, but this isn't, one of the ones that's going to pick up dry cleaning or answer phone calls. Not that I wouldn't do that if you asked me to, but this is the guy that's like with Mueller on set from the first shot to wrap. I mean, I'd get to watch the cinematographer. I'd get to see how the ADs function. I'd get to eat lunch with the crew off the catering truck.
Oh, Dylan, this is your dream. How can you say no?
He can't. You can't.
I have to, Ned. My family is falling apart.
It's a little perverted, Miss Sneed. Sneaking in there on the locker room, spying on consenting adults.
Dr. Ford's memo laid out rules governing personal behavior in the
And
workplace.
your personnel, not the sex police.
Rules are rules.
And a kiss is just a kiss. We were in a designated area for hospital personnel. We didn't break any laws, and we certainly didn't put any patients at risk.
You were engaged in a secondary infraction.
A what?
You were engaged in a public display of sexual...
There's more important things on our mind than some stupid memo.
Like pornography?
Somebody just say pornography?
I was just telling your son and Dr. Scorpio that they can't be having relations where everyone can see them.
The only one that could see us was the queen of pervert patrol.
I have to submit a report.
Oh, is that really necessary? I mean, maybe, I'm sure they won't do it again.
Can I speak to you in private, please, Miss Sneed?
I was just explaining that rules are rules.
Right. I understand. But these are new rules. And maybe just a warning this time, I mean, you and I both know that love can make people do some pretty crazy things. Would mean a lot to me personally.
Well, I suppose they are new rules. In the name of love.
What was that for? Just thank me and do your pants up. Guess I still got it, huh?
Sorry, Sam. Jason knowingly violated the terms of his bail. The DA has every right to consider him a flight risk and transfer him to a security facility until trial.
What about visitation?
They have the right to restrict that too.
There are things that happen that Jason needs to hear from me.
Does this have anything to do with the crime that you witnessed? Because if it does, I can help you with that.
No, this is about our relationship, or what's left of it anyway.
Does it have something to do with
No,
Amelia
it's about
or
me
what
and
she's
Jason.
doing? All
It's
right,
about
well,
us.
then let me help you with that. The two of you have survived a lot. Surely you can make it through a few weeks of pretrial incarceration.
I need your help, please.
I can try to petition the court on your behalf.
Would you?
But I
please?
am going to be honest with you. You are not his wife and you are not the mother of his children, so I highly doubt that a petition will be granted.
I told him I'd be sitting with you when I ordered. These are like the uptown version of Toad in a Hole. Remember at Freddy's? When the French toast, they cut the hole in the middle and they scrambled the eggs and they put it in. You should try this. It's great. Here, have it.
No, thank you.
Okay. When you get orange juice, you get it freshly squeezed.
Oh, the only juice I drink is cranberry.
Oh, what do they call that? It helps you pee.
A diuretic?
Yeah. So your ankles won't swell.
Okay, the fact that you know that frightens me.
You are not the only woman that I've ever met in my life, especially that's obsessed with her weight.
I'm hardly obsessed.
No? Then you should try cheese blintzes. Best this side of Carnegie Deli.
I'm very happy with my breakfast.
Yeah, sure you are.
Okay, look, I need to make a phone call, all right? I need to call my realtor back. Despite your threats, I have a legitimate offer for my property. One that's not all mobbed up, that is what you people still call it, right? Douglas said it came from a legitimate company. Definitely not you.
Ontario Estates, that's one of my holding companies. But it's not gonna matter to you because you're heading out to the city and I'll be nothing but a distant memory.
Okay, don't act like I don't have the guts to stick it out. I'm not a coward.
You cannot risk anything to threaten your career. You are afraid to live.
That is so ridiculous. I live every day to the fullest.
Prove it. Live dangerously. Bite into this. Or are you too tough to give in to temptation?
We were just talking about you when you showed up.
I was saying nice things, I hope.
I really want to go back on that boat.
We already talked about that. That was a one-time thing, Michael.
Oh, come on, it's such a glorious day. Besides, there's no one on the lake.
Michael has day camp. Come on, let's get your book back.
Oh, come on. Camp is not as strict as school. But, he can miss a day and start tomorrow,
Why
right?
would he want to do that? At camp, he can hang at the lake, he can go swimming, and he can play with real snakes. That's your bus. Let's go. Come on.
Don't worry, pal, Jerry. We'll have the whole summer to play together.
I know.
There. Bye.
That is the last time you manipulate my kids.
I can't tell you how exhausting it is being your conscience.
Yeah, well, it's no picnic for me either.
I am at my wit's end.
Well, why don't you take a nap, Alan? A nice long one like all the other dead people.
What you did yesterday to Dylan was unconscionable. The kid gets the opportunity of a lifetime, and you're not going to let him go.
I need my youngest son here with me, Alan, and I'm not going to let you guilt me into changing my mind. Besides, Dylan is much better off here with his family than he is getting seduced by the superficial world of show business.
As opposed to the deeply spiritual world of ELQ.
Oh, my God, there's no privacy in here.
Hi. Oh, God, they haven't started you on shock treatments yet, have they?
You are exactly who I need.
Let me see if I can get this right. Our mother says she needs you desperately. And that whatever your disagreements in the past, she has always, always loved you. And that right now, she is in terrible trouble and can't possibly manage without you. She probably even squeezed out a tear or two.
Am I that gullible?
No. She's just that good.
But what if it's true? I mean, she's my mother. What if she does need me?
Of course she needs you here, but not because she wants to bake you cookies. Dylan, there is always going to be a family crisis that will require your help. Let me tell you what I know. Our mother will survive without us, and this crisis will soon be over. Meanwhile, there's a life out there waiting for you. And postponing your dreams for this family buys you nothing more than years of therapy. I'm giving you a gift. And learn from my mistakes. Okay? You gotta grab this chance. And you get the hell out of here.
Ashley, hi, could you cover for me for a couple of hours? I have something I have to do.
It's not about temptation, Sonny. It's about discipline. It's about knowing your limitations, your boundaries, and knowing there are consequences for your actions.
Mm-hmm.
The consequences of me eating that is not being able to fit in the clothes in my own magazine.
You know what? If you want to live a life of deprivation, that's up to you.
You know you're just trying to tempt me out of spite.
No, I'm not. I'm just making a point. I mean, you've achieved your big dreams, but to me, it seems like you've forgotten how to enjoy them. And I know what that's about because you get so determined to succeed, you lose track of what really matters. So you have to remind yourself, live in a moment.
You mean be spontaneous?
Well, at least you remember the concept. But look at you, your hair is all perfect and your shoes probably match whatever.
You don't fool me,
No?
Sonny. No. Mm-mm. Your suit may be a little dark for my palate, but it's beautifully tailored and expensive as hell. And talk about compulsion for detail. Your Japanese kitchen knives put my shoe collection to shame.
But I remember how to enjoy myself. And I'm sure, you gave it a try too. You bought that house in the lake. I'm sure you wanted the weekends off and learn how to chill. And then you saw me, and it was a reminder of your past and what you ran away from. And now you're running again. It's a little disappointing to me.
Wow. Your disappointments aren't my problem. Excuse me.
Can I get some more maple syrup, please?
We all had a very nice time on the boat yesterday. Come on, you're my brother's family. In his absence, I wanted to celebrate the holiday in style.
If you're such a family man, then tell me where Jax is.
Well, you know, unfortunately, as much as I miss my brother, I'm not really ready for his return right now.
You are so full of it.
Good. You're both here. Yeah. Hello. Paperwork is all in order, so all we need is Carly's signature.
My signature for what?
I know that everything that you're saying is true. I know that. I know that Mom and Grandfather turned you upside down for the good of the family for years, and it messed you up. And I know that. And I know that you lost Lois, and you lost Brooklyn, and then you went away, Ned. And I had this thought, like, who's gonna defend me now? And I learned to take care of myself. But it only goes so far, Ned. I can't do what you do. I can't make that disconnect. They're my family, and I love them.
So do I. And selfishly, that's one of the reasons why I want this for you. I missed most of your life growing up, and I really regret that. So when this offer came up, I thought, hey, here's our chance. Me and my little brother, hanging out together, but having nothing to do with the Quartermains. And then, of course, there's the job itself. I mean, you'll never find
Ned,
anything like this.
You do not have to sell me on the job. I know it's the best job that somebody starting out in film can ever have.
Then take it. Let our mother fight her own battles. Don't let her crush your dreams. Look at me. I'm doing what I love. So, what aren't you telling me, Dylan?
It's not just Mom. My life is here. Lulu is here.
So now you want me to date Dylan?
No, of course not. That would be entirely inappropriate. But you are a really good friend of his, and I just want you to make sure that he knows how much his friendship means to you.
Why?
Because Dylan's about to make a really big mistake, and I want him to rededicate himself to his life in Port Charles, to his college and career.
Have you no shame, Tracy?
What do you really want? Hi, Lulu, I didn't know you'd be here.
Why isn't it as easy for me to get out as it is for everyone to get in?
Tracy, I really need to talk to you about Dylan. Okay, maybe someone can tell me what's going on. Dylan has an amazing chance to take this incredible job working with a major film director. The only thing that's holding him back is his mother.
Busted.
I heard Patrick Drake saved his father's life. And by heard, I mean I bullied an orderly until he caved and told me everything he knew.
So Patrick Drake is a hero and he's into racing.
You better be mumbling about the work I put in front of you.
Hey, I think you owe your dad an apology. He was just covering for us.
Leave my father covering for us. This isn't high school. Making out in the locker room isn't a crime.
Hey, great concert, huh? Man, that lead guitarist just rocked. I once bought strings from the same place he did. I play, you know.
We know.
Did I miss something?
Eli Love, the concert was last night. He rocked it.
Nice to see that the joys of live performing has not been lost on the digital generation. You know, by the time I was 14 years old, I had already been to at least 65 concerts, and my mother just couldn't understand how in the world
Can I bug you for a second?
Oh, tell me, guys, quickly. Eli Love and Noah Drake separated at birth or a trick of lighting?
Come on, can we drop this once and for all, please? I need the Hill file.
Kevin Hill, I got it right here. Don't even think about sealing my patient.
You don't look sick.
Should I be?
That's generally what happens when someone forgets to show up for work. Sam, they call in sick. But I wouldn't expect someone who's never had a real job for more than 5 minutes to understand that. Rule number 1 of being a responsible adult: you don't just forget to show up for taping and assume it's okay.
You can't seriously think that I would ever work with you again.
Well, rule number 2, read the fine print. Your contract is binding.
Read my lips. I don't care.
All right, let's drop the games. 2 little phone calls from me will send your whole world collapsing around you. The first one to the PCPD, the second to Lucky and Elizabeth. I'm sure they'll all be very interested to hear about how you always knew who kidnapped Jake Spencer and did absolutely nothing about it.
You can't prove anything. And even if you could, ending my career would end yours too.
The difference is if I can't show my face in Port Charles again, no great loss. But what happens to you, Sam, when Jason kicks you to the curb?
I assume Jax had mentioned this to you.
You talked to Jax?
Late last night, he sent me an email.
Did he say where it was?
No, just asked me to arrange a wire transfer to an offshore holding company. And since you're the one with power of attorney while he's away, we just need your signature.
Wow, that explains the boat ride.
Am I missing something?
No. Carla was just referring to an excursion we had with Michael yesterday. And what that has to do with money is beyond me.
You know what, Alexis? I'm going to keep these and I'll take care of it. Thank you.
Always lovely to see you, Miss Davis.
There's no way in hell you're going to use me or Jax as a front for your crimes.
Mr. Hill asked for a second opinion. He prefers my recommendation. Don't get excited.
Well, I can't help it. I get angry when you poach my patients.
So this is about Patrick Drake, not about the patient.
You don't want to discuss Amaris's case because you know you're wrong.
You and I approach procedures from the opposite ends of the spectrum. You're way too aggressive. I err on the side of caution. Mr. Hill has an underlying condition.
Yeah, congestive heart failure. I know my patient.
Exactly. Right. So with his heart, when the aneurysm is the front part of the brain is under a quarter of an inch in diameter, it begs that we monitor it, not risk his life.
Which is the same as doing nothing. Congestive heart failure is the least of Mr. Hill's problem. Without the coil embolization, he's not going to last a week.
Now, this is usually harmless unless someone slams something. Kind of like that. Now we're on to phase 2.
This has been your MO ever since you were born. I say don't stick your finger in the light socket, it'll kill you. You do it just to prove I'm wrong.
Well, obviously you're wrong because I'm right here.
Yeah, well, I think it fried your brain.
Well, now look who's getting personal. You know what? And that's your MO. Coming off a binge, hangovers always affect your judgment.
Just stop it right now,
Way to celebrate
Patrick.
our nation's birthday, Dad. Falling off the wagon. Happy Independence Day.
What a waste. Such great talent, and you're just unprofessional at the core.
Yeah, right back at you.
You feel better now?
This is the perfect job for Dylan. He'll get to work from the ground up. And if the director really likes him, he'll have a shot at working with him long term.
But this is exactly what he's wanted.
Yes.
To walk away from college without a diploma, to leave his mother in the loony bin, and have the two of you thought about maybe you'll miss him if he's gone?
That would be selfish, Tracy. Dylan has wanted this as long as I've known him. Those of us who really care about him have to wish him well and let him go.
Very nice, Georgie.
Thank you. I'm just saying, Dylan's been trapped between what his heart really wants and what his mother thinks is best.
I've always been right about what's best for my son, including his marriage to you. We all know how well that worked out.
That's a low blow, Tracy, even for you.
Considering you're locked up in here, you should be a lot nicer to the people who bother to come visit you.
You know what, Lulu? I'm fighting for my son's future. He needs to stay in Port Charles, and he will, if you ask him.
You watched as Jason's son was kidnapped and kept your mouth shut. He'll never get over that.
What happens between me and Jason is none of your business.
Did you learn nothing from what happened with my father? You always push the con too far. You think you can just explain your way out of it. Well, this time the con is up, Sam. Jason has caught you red-handed. Knowing what he knows, I doubt he would even spit on you if you were on fire.
Get out!
I expect you at work tomorrow, on time. And don't even bother threatening to walk out on the show. We both know it's all you have left.
Jax never emailed Alexis. For starters, he'd never get in touch with her before he contacted me.
Is there a touch of jealousy of your husband's ex-wife and dear friend?
Stop eating my food. You know, I actually feel sorry for Alexis. See, she prides herself on her intelligence, and she'd be mortified to know that she fell for your scam.
But she doesn't know that you lured Jax out of town, and now you want to use his business as your cover. What exactly is it that you do? Espionage? High treason?
Well, I prefer to think of it as free enterprise, you know. But I'm most impressed by your ability to read the situation. I mean, I'm going to have fun working with you, sister-in-law.
How the mighty have fallen. You know, this kind of undermines my whole image of you.
Editor lives next door. She probably doesn't matter. She's moving back to Manhattan.
Being your neighbor can be very stressful.
What do you need?
Your daughter won't go to her piano lesson unless her dad sees the holiday pictures.
Looks like fun.
It was fun. And your brother even allowed me to have my own daughter for an entire day. Wasn't that nice of him?
Yeah. Well, I was out of town anyway.
Yeah.
That's Morgan and Michael. What's going on here? What, you and Carly planned to have the kids together?
It was just a happy accident. We just ran into each other, and it was, yeah, I think it's so nice how everybody gets along.
Yeah, and?
Nothing. Happy birthday, America. Fireworks, hot dogs, everyone had a good time. Sorry you weren't there.
Alexis, what aren't you telling me?
I'm not telling you anything, even though I think that's...
Okay, I'm going to ask you again. What were Carly and the kids doing in the park?
I'm not sure what you mean by that. Okay, fine, I'll tell you, since you're going to hear it from the zillion other people who were in the park and saw that she and the boys were there with Jerry Jacks.
Who?
Jerry Jacks.
You mean she ran into him?
I mean, she was there with him. They went to the lake with the boys. I think he took them on a speedboat.
So, you want to tell me why I'm here? Regardless of who Mr. Hill's neurologist is, he still needs a cardiac consult.
Yeah, sure. Where is he on his testing?
Okay.
I can't believe he yelled at his father like that in front of everyone.
It's nuts. You don't call a senior doctor out in public.
Turns out the Dr. Jr. is a bit of a jerk.
We're not in any position to judge. I mean, there's probably more going on than we realize.
You'll have to tell me I was wrong.
I don't have to. You figured it out for yourself.
Look, he pushes my buttons on purpose, and I overreacted, all right? Shouldn't have fired off the cheap shot about his drinking.
In front of all the student nurses and
Okay,
his
Robin,
colleagues.
look, I get it. I blew it.
Well, you might want to find him and apologize to him.
My father and I have bigger problems. We're both too good at what we do to keep undercutting each other. One of us has to leave the hospital.
I tell you this, Tracy, because you're my sister. And hard as you make it, I do love you. You need to learn from me. Everything I did was wrong when it came to AJ and Jason.
Hardly puts you in a position to criticize.
You will crush Dylan's spirit if you don't allow him to reach for his dreams.
We all have to make sacrifices.
Father refused to groom you for ELQ. Look what it did to you. Are you wishing the same kind of bitter resentment for your son?
I will make it up to Dylan Allen, but I will not change my mind.
Why don't you get a grip and pay attention? Dylan is all poised to run away and join the Tinseltown Circus.
Thank you, Daddy, but I know all about it.
I assume you've come up with a strategy to convince him otherwise, huh?
Well, I tried, but I'm a little hampered by my surroundings. Perhaps if you would let me out of here, I would have better luck.
I'm not good company right now.
Okay, you will be by the time we're done with you. We just came from visiting your mother. And we heard the same speech that you did, how much she needs you, how you can't leave Port Charles, and what about your loyalty to the Quartermain name? Dylan, she's full of it. You know better than anyone how selfish your mom can be. That's all that this is. Dylan, if you listen to Tracy about this, you will regret it for the rest of your life.
Don't blow this, Dylan. It's a chance for you to live your dreams.
Well, what if some of my dreams are right here?
Hey, what's the emergency? Here I am.
Tell me Alexis is wrong.
Okay, Alexis is wrong. About almost everything.
Carly, tell me you didn't take the kids on a boat with Jerry Jacks.
It's true. I took them on a boat for a couple hours on the 4th of July with Jerry.
Where's Michael and Morgan
They're
right
fine, okay? They're fine. They're at camp, Sonny.
I thought we had an understanding. Maybe I didn't make myself clear. Why would you take our children anywhere near that psycho?
I can't believe Epiphany is assigning us Saturday night shifts. I mean, that's when all the really big stuff happens.
It's so scary. This orderly told me 2 Saturdays ago, some guy tried to ride a horse through the ER. And I'll tell you right now, I'm allergic to horses and psychos.
I'm sure you'll adjust. I mean, if we want to stand out, you know, we have to do what other people won't do.
Like what, dating?
Ladies, the bedpans on 10 West need changing.
You cannot ask your dad to step down from his position, and you can't leave this hospital either.
Well, there's no other solution.
Don't you think you're overreacting a little bit? If a patient has an infected finger, you don't cut off the entire arm. You deal with the infection.
Well, Robin, gangrene's already set in.
Okay, how about this? How about try a different way dealing with your father? Don't jump defensive every time he offers an opinion.
Okay, you know what? Even hypothetically, if I agree, do you think he's gonna respect my boundaries? Because I'm sick and tired of him always
Doctors,
coming and taking my...
we have a patient coming up from the ER with a possible brain embolism.
Whoa, wait. Dad, can you hear me?
Hey, what do we got here?
Dad.
Yeah, who's this?
I guess it's, Eli Love, the singer we told you about.
Logic dictates that if I leave you here, then Dylan will want to stick around and protect his crazy mother.
You know damn well I'm not crazy.
I'll be the judge of that.
Don't try to manipulate me. I will not allow you to use Dylan as leverage.
Don't you two ever stop.
Uh-oh, Ned's upset.
Oh, now it all makes sense. Ned's revenge. Take Dylan away from Port Charles.
I'd like to save you from yourself.
Hey, don't you dare try to liberate Tracy. You stay away from ELQ.
You two are welcome to double-cross each other until hell freezes over. I'm out of it. I really don't care. I'm just asking the both of you, please, for the first time in your lives, just set aside your personal agendas and start thinking with your hearts. Now, I know you both love Dylan. So please, just let him go.
Could you give us just 1 minute?
Yes, thanks. You need to talk to me.
I appreciate everything you said. Thank you for still caring about me.
I always cared, Dylan. That's why I wanted to go. I needed you to realize your potential. You should go. You need to go.
It's not that simple, Lou. I care about you a lot, as more than a friend. And you know that. And I've been fighting. I've been fighting for months to get back some kind of connection with you. And for me to give up on that right now, just I can't do that.
I care about you too. A lot. But only as a friend. And you know that that's all that we're gonna be. I'm not gonna fall in love with you.
Hey, Tim, can I get, your best vodka straight?
Sweet Sam. So sad you're drinking alone, but I'm delighted to join you.
I cannot wait to hear how you justify letting our children hang out with that psychopath.
Do you think I did it for fun?
No, I mean, but what?
Maybe I had a reason. I knew the boys were safe, okay? I am just trying to get Jerry to relax around me enough to tell me where Jax is.
Well, I hope it was worth the risk.
He didn't give me a clue. But he's starting to get more and more comfortable around me, and he's going to tell me sooner or later, okay? Look, I would never do anything to hurt our boys. And they were with me every minute, Sonny.
Look, I know you would never do anything to hurt the boys or to put them in danger. And the more I tell you not to do something, you do it anyway. So I'm just, you know what? I'm just gonna shut up. Whatever you're gonna do, you're gonna do it, so it doesn't matter.
I am just trying to find my husband. You know, I am just trying to find my husband, and can you just trust me?